Yeah, I'm a total jerk, man. Give me my coffee! No, I'm the one guy who cannot stand any of that. I can't stand anybody waiting on me. It's like, God, I'm just a guy, guys. I'm from theater where we bring our own lunch and have to pay $2 a day for coffee, you know? It still tickles me. The free food still tickles me. Just I can't get over that part of the job.
As an actor with the background that you have, you take it very seriously. How do you take the rejection? Because you obviously don't get every role. And how do you think of TV actors who are not actors, they're just people who are on TV, like in some spelling productions?
Yeah. See, the thing is there are thousands of actors who are better than me out there in Hollywood. They're just not getting hired. And actors tend to get a bad rap because the worst of us get work. I can't understand why. What I think it is that a lot of directors and producers are very good at documenting an event, as far as where to place the camera, how to cut, how to light it, but they're much less interested in the event itself and give that over much more to the actors. So they say in stage, casting is 80% of the job. If you get the casting right, basically you just show up and make sure they show up on time and let them work. But in film, it's not that important. What was the first part of your question?
How do you take not getting roles?
Oh, rejection and stuff? Oh, that's the whole thing. You know, you have to audition about 20 to 25 times to get a role. And basically, you know, I went to LA thinking, you know, I have my own flavor of coffee, you know, and some people are going to want that and some people are not, but I'm not going to get anywhere trying to be a different flavor than I am. I just got to be myself and wait for the person to come along that's looking for that. And also that I told myself that I need to find a director who is as good at his job as I am at mine, because it doesn't matter how great an actor I am. If he's no good at casting, I'm not going to get the role. So, you know, it just latched me into bitterness and anger and resentment. Good stiff drink. No, you know, you really have to get used to that. There's a lot of rejection, and then the critics get a hold of you. But I learned that one too. I was in a play once in Chicago where we had 2 reviews. The first one came out and called us gods, like just floated above the earth with our. It was like a 6-hour original play about the French Revolution that was actually pretty cool. And the other review called us morons. Like we should never. And they saw the same show the same night, you know. And we should. Who told them they were actors? And they just like burn the theater, please. And I really learned a lesson. It's like it's just one other person's opinion, and it's just these guys can get it print. But yeah, I've got tough skin now. Actually, I'm not gonna cry like a baby. Yeah.
Hi, Spike's really evil, but Spike's really cool at the same time. How do you feel about the fact that you're portraying someone who makes evil cool and attractive?
That's a very good question, and one that originally bothered me because he was not supposed. The audience was not supposed to react to him that way. He was supposed to be a punk rock asshole that gets killed by Angel as his first act of evil after sleeping with Buffy. But that didn't happen. But what did happen, though, is I think Joss is exploring more gray areas. He said so in an interview. And someone said once that good done by an evil hand is still good. And I think that we are all a combination of good and evil. And I think that we're going to see Spike trying to become a better person. I don't know. That's a really good question. I'm hoping that I'm not making evil look cool. I hope that that's not it. I hope that what the audience responds to in Spike is his romance, is the fact that he will not be beaten, he will not let himself be beaten, that he's funny. But I hope it's not the evil that is floating the character. Because it's the same thing about smoking. Okay, they always ask me, hey, do you want a cigarette in the scene? And unless I'm forced to smoke, I don't want to, because I don't want to send the image out that smoking is cool.
voice again.
Hi. I was the one giggling before. You have a girlfriend, as I've heard. I was just wondering, how long have you been with her, and do you think anything will eventuate to the
Things are progressing very well. We're both very happy, yeah. We're randy as hell. Yes?
I don't know much, but I've got a loud voice. I was asking myself, when you were conceptualising the character, it sounds like the pictures come to you pretty complete from Joss at the beginning. But did you, when you were thinking yourself through the character, did you conceptualise him as a loser in love, or did it just happen accidentally?
Well, I think what the original thing that made Spike more interesting than a normal villain was how can someone who is truly evil and a devil spawn have true love for his girl and really want her to be safe and happy and secure. And that was the interesting dichotomy that I think is the reason I didn't get staked. Yeah, what was the other question, was it? I'm sorry.
Saying did it happen by accident or just in the evolution of the story? Because he tries his best, but he just loses constantly. It's hard. I think that's somewhat that's set against that thing of evil being cool. It offsets you thinking his character is completely cool because he's humiliated on a regular basis.
Well, that's the thing, at first I thought that Joss was just didn't want me cool. I was like, he just was, jealous or something? But that's not it. For him, cool is not interesting. For him, badass is very easy to set up. It's just like, set him up as a badass and take him down. It's no problem. For him, the human journey is more interesting, and that involves a lot more humiliation. So I came to understand that he really was actually putting his hands and really dealing with the character and trying to make him something that was sustainable. And if you notice, Buffy goes through humiliation after humiliation after humiliation. They all do. In Joss's world, that's just life, So it actually means he likes me a lot. Oh yeah. See, I think I need that. Speed it up, dude. Okay. Over.
Yeah. When Spike was William, he was not a bad person. He was just quite powerless. When he became Spike, he got the ultimate power of life and death. So it's like payback for a very long time over all the people who ever made William feel terrible. Then Spike got his chip, and he's back to being powerless again. But we're seeing a Spike that's almost like William was. Do you think Spike is in essence, because the chip is stopping his ability for payback, he's rediscovering his humanity?
Well, originally when they talked about the chip, they talked about Malcolm McDowell in Clockwork Orange. And so that he's still evil. If anything, he's more angry because he can't do anything about that. And I think you saw that more in last season. But now that he has discovered that he is in love with Buffy, that's a much better motivator to keep him from doing evil. And so I think that is why you see him softening. That's why he's so concerned that Dawn be safe, because she's important to Buffy, And what I found what was most interesting about doing Fool for Love is that it made sense to me. It wasn't two different characters. It was exactly the same guy. Because in my life, it's like I'm a freak. Okay, I'm a total freak. Always have been, and by now proud of it. But when I was in go freaks. When I was in grade school, junior high, I was very much an outcast. Looked freaky, didn't fit in. By high school, I discovered punk rock, and I didn't want to fit in. I didn't care, and then became very popular, and just took after anybody who'd ever done me any wrong. And then after high school, I went through a very violent time in my life when I got in a lot of fights and were hanging around with a lot of bad people and doing things that I don't really want to talk about right now. So I kind of understood how